Hi Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading for the 10th to the 17th of November. I am Charlene Lizette. Whether you're new or whether you're returning, a massive thank you to you. Either way, I hope you click subscribe and become a part of our collective. All right, let's take a look, see here what's going on for you guys. We have the 8 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, the Hermit card. Okay, 6 of Wands, dude. WTF is going on here? Page of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Okay, nice turn of events here. 5 of Wands. What the flip is happening? The Star. Okay, I'm really digging the fact that you're at the bottom of the deck. Okay, ultimately everything's going to work out okay. All right, so yay for that. Let's take the wins where we can. Well, what in tarnation is happening here? Remember, on the 11th of November, we have that 11/11 portal. You're going to want to take advantage of that. It's a very auspicious, powerful time to manifest. At the end of this video, I'm going to pop up the 11/11 portal video because you're going to want to take advantage of that, okay? You're going to want to go learn how to activate that energy so that you can manifest your dream life. We have Sacred Union here and Juno. Love this card. Humor showing up here as well. Okay. I think you're taking something a little bit too seriously. And dare I say this, and I know some of you are going to get a little bit spicy over it, okay? You're going to get your panties up in a knot. I don't mean to offend you. I don't mean to be insulting. I don't mean to be, rude or hurtful or any of that stuff. But I think some of you are not realizing truly how good you have it and how, the universe is truly blessing you at this time. Juno in astrology is connected. It's the marriage asteroid, okay? Juno is the wife, Jupiter is the husband. In astrology, when we look to Juno, the asteroid, okay, we see the types of characteristics, the types of qualities that we require in a relationship. Now, some people turn around and say, oh, you want to have like Juno conjunct this, or you want to have, a Juno in this house or that house, yada, yada, yada. Look, my experience with synastry, okay, and I actually like to use a lot of my friends who are in long-term relationships as the as my like test subjects. My experience with Juno is sometimes you do see contacts like trines or sextiles, which are nice aspect, or even oppositions. But Juno is more or less nice to understand in your own personal natal chart to see what you desire in your relationship. So for example, I have Juno in Libra, but I have it in my 8th house. So while equality is really important to me, peace and harmony in my relationships is really important to me, because it's sitting in my 8th house, I also need like a deep emergence with my partner. So it's really important for me and my partner to like be like this, but also understand that just because like we can be like this, but also be like this. I call it together apart. That's the best way I can explain it. You want to learn about your personal Juno because she's showing up here, and because we potentially have something going on here with respect to your romantic relationships or your business partnerships. And Juno also talks about partnerships as well, like business partnerships as well. We have humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. And then we got lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before, okay? So all of this energy is just absolutely fantastic with respect to progression, with respect to taking steps forward, initiating change, and welcoming in something maybe new, but really good. We have the 8 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Pentacles. If you have not, already watched my Manifesting Money video or signed up to my Money Magnet workshop, I invite you to go do that, okay? Because you're going to learn how to attract cash flow with ease. I see a lot of you potentially have these experiences with money where you feel like you got to work really, really hard to have a little bit of money, but then you lose all your money, then you got to work hard again. And so you have these repeating patterns around scarcity, around fear, around financial instability. And this week, you're really working on creating financial stability for yourself. So you're going to want to learn your astrology prosperity keys. I teach you guys that in depth. You're going to learn it in depth in the Money Magnet workshop, okay? Aside from that, when you sign up to my mailing list, you'll also be the first to know when my Quantum Wealth Activation free webinar goes live. If you missed the live, this is going to be the pre-recorded, so go sign up to my mailing list as well. The 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. You've been working towards something so darn hard, and yet like you feel like you're left out in the cold. You're isolated. You've been iced out. You feel neglected. You feel like, it's you by yourself. You're unlovable, or you're in poverty, or you're struggling. But the Hermit is illuminating that. the Hermit in astrology is connected to Virgo energy, and it's a card of introspection, self-reflection, isolation. It's like looking over and seeing what's going on, okay? What I'm going to say to you with this is that I think, again, you're not seeing the whole picture. I think for some of you, you're in this place where you're only seeing a little sliver and then seeing the worst of that little sliver instead of opening yourself up. Rejection is redirection. The universe always has your back. When something doesn't work out, it's because something else better is meant to happen for you. And sometimes in our lives, there are going to be periods that can feel a little bit destabilizing, but they're really designed to teach us how we are going to navigate life's enigmas, right? Because life is going to throw life at us, and it's up to us how we choose to handle or deal with that. The Six of Wands is the best card of this whole spread, plus you at the bottom of the deck, because it's a reminder here that, babe, you're already successful. That success, that victory that you are looking for, you already have it. You already have it. So it's about changing your perspective with the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Five of Wands. It's like, who or what are you fighting here, and why? Why are you fighting it? For what reason? What is the reason, right? Ask yourself, what is the reason why you are fighting this? Where can you look at opportunity versus lack? Where do you feel like you're in constant competition? Because, darling, you are only in competition with yourself. That's it. That's all. And that's a big lesson to learn with respect to your relationships this week to help you ultimately be successful. Okay. We're going to dive into your love reading now. Remember, go sign up to my mailing list down in the description box below. Sign up to my Money Magnet workshop, especially for those of you that want to learn how to attract cash flow with ease into your life. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Star, and Death in your love life. We're going to pull out some more cards as well. Also, on November 11th, we have that 1111 portal, okay? I'm going to pop the 1111 portal video right after this one, all right? So you can go watch it. Wheel of Fortune to the Knight of Cups, the Star to the Ten of Swords, Star 2 times, Judgment and Death. For some of you, babe, you're the prize. My goodness, if you are in a romantic dynamic situation here where somebody isn't valuing you, somebody isn't respecting you, somebody isn't loving you, especially if it's your baby daddy or your baby mama, you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Yeah, clarity, truth, intentions, honesty. This is about you healing, okay? This is about self-love over, you know, feeling like you need to give, and when someone's icing you out. Distracted, sidetracked, change, delays. Judgment, death. Source is saying there's change in the air. Instead of trying to hold on and be in this place of resistance, why not welcome in the change? You know, I'm not saying you're going to be a single parent, because obviously this is going to be reflecting on so many different dynamics. But but I will share this with you guys, Aquarius. Okay, this is my own personal experience, and I hope you're okay with, you know, listening to this, because sometimes I feel like there's relatability in hearing people's life experiences as you are, you know, navigating your own life. When I made the decision to become a single mom, the amount of backlash I received from people was astonishing. It was wild. You're breaking up a family, you're doing this, you're doing that. But no one stopped to ask me the why. No one stopped to ask me why I was going down that path that I was. Because they were too busy looking at optics. They were too busy focused on judgment and criticism. When in reality, what really happened when I became a single mom is I became the best version of myself. I became the best mother. I became the best partner to my new partner. I became the best businesswoman. I literally leveled up. And that could have never happened before. And so sometimes we are resistant to change. Sometimes we hold on to things for fear of change. But what Source is saying here is, change is literally what's going to offer you your wishes and dreams. Your wish fulfillment comes from change. So welcome in this sudden change instead of fighting it. Here's that 1111 portal video I was telling you about, okay? If you want to book a session, you want to work with me in any capacity, it's all down in the description box below. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes. We'll see you later, alligators. Peace out. Bye.